Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Well, since I have your attention, let's talk about this week's mobility and recovery video. Now, I'm not actually going to go over any stretches or rolling techniques this week. I actually just want to talk about what we need to be doing in our lives to sort of recover. Not just after recovery days, but just in general, though specifically I am going to kind of refer to an active recovery day with my handy dandy little drawing that I did today. So, some things to think about, and these are things that I do every single day that really help with the recovery process, especially if you're really having those intense workouts, right? So, first and foremost, and this is super important, I already posted an article about it last week, but sleep. Sleep is super important for so many different reasons. Not only the amount of sleep, but also kind of the environment you're putting yourself in for that sleep. Having a dark room to sleep in is so important to actually how you recover. If it's a darker room, our body does all of these things a little bit better. Our blood pressure is able to drop that much more for that recovery process. More hormones are released, specifically human growth hormone and testosterone, which helps with muscle recovery and muscle growth. And then things like our energy levels are restored, so those glycogen levels are actually restored a little bit faster as well. So sleep, not only the amount of time, but the environment you put yourself in, super important. Keep those things in mind when you're going to sleep tonight. Now the other big one, and I'm not going to delve too much into the health of our nutrition, but how much you're eating is super important. Let's assume that your diet is on point and it is kind of, the nutrition is there the way it needs to be. What's also important is that for you under-eaters, you get enough fuel in your body to allow your body to recover. If you're not, then your body's already going into survival mode, right? It's trying to store the nutrition that it has for the organs and those processes that the organs need to do, rather than for the recovery of your muscles and your joints. So make sure that we're eating enough, and then obviously make sure that we're putting the right nutrition in the body. Hydration, often underlooked, right? A simple equation I can give you, and this is going to allow you to not be drinking too much water in a day, but half your body weight in ounces. Keep it very simple in that. But hydration is going to help flush out all those toxins that your muscles are producing from being broken down. And then also, again, just like with nutrition, if we're not drinking enough water, again, our body goes into that survival mode, and it's storing that water for the use of what our organs need to do to keep us alive, rather than with that recovery process. So make sure that we're drinking enough water. And you're going to get this not just through drinking, but again, through the foods that we eat. So super important. Now, when we're talking specifically about our active recovery days, we still need to move on these days. It can't be something where we're just lounging on the couch all day and expecting our body to recover the way it needs to. Blood needs to be flowing, and it doesn't have to be something that's super exerting. Yes, if you want to go on like a leisurely run, you can totally do that. But it can be something as simple as walking our dog, as you can see by that lovely picture that I've depicted there. Or maybe we go to yoga. Maybe we just get out and move, right? It doesn't matter what it is, but get yourself going for anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour, and that will help you get the muscles going and get the blood pumping. Mobilize. We talked a lot about that, right? We want to make sure that if we're restricted anywhere, that we're still getting the mobility that we need. And again, this is another good alternative or thing that we can do for the active recovery to get the blood pumping. We're pushing those toxins out of the muscles through our rolling techniques and through the stretching that you're seeing. And it all goes back to that one more time. Good sleep. As much as you can, I know life happens, but try to get yourself sleeping enough time and in the right environment. So these are sort of some of the other things other than just stretching and mobilization that I recommend to help you with recovery. I'm going to post some links tonight as well, just to give you some more information and details on some of the stuff that we talked about. Hope you guys enjoyed this week. See you next week.